Hey guys, welcome to another Warhammer Fantasy Battle report. It's going to be High Elves versus Tomb Kings once again, but this time I actually have an opponent for this game rather than playing just using models from my own collection. My High Elves here are facing off against a friend's Tomb Kings army. You might remember many months ago I did a Tomb Kings versus Tomb Kings battle report, and that particular guy, his models are being used for this game, but he's lent it to a friend. So this is a brand new opponent that I haven't ever played before, but I've played against this particular collection of models before, if that makes any sense. Anyway, let's get straight stuck into the report. My opponent has deployed in one corner, so I've sort of bulked everything up on the one flank, as you can see here on the right hand side, with the repeater bolt throwers in the corner and right next to the table side. The reason for those positionings is that you don't really want scorpions sort of tunneling too close to them and getting away with it. Really, you've got to force scorpions to tunnel a little bit further away, potentially making them scatter too far in the wrong direction. Otherwise, they go off the table and so forth. I'm sure you guys understand what I mean there. Chariots on the flank here, along with one group of Dragon Princes. The other unit of Dragon Princes with all of the characters is right over the left-hand flank, and everything else sort of smack in the middle there. The next photo shows you the Tomb Kings army, and you can see this is not my collection of models, it's somebody else's collection of models, and it's quite a good-looking army, I think. We've got the chariots deployed way back here. This guy's been very conservative and not really being offensive with these chariots and the troops. But fair enough. If you know you're going to be up against some difficult units to beat, sometimes it's better to play it safe. That's what he's decided to do here. The prince in the chariot has the chariot of fire, as I like to take as well, but unfortunately the flames aren't modeled with the chariot, so you can't see that as visually. No big deal. He's got three big blocks of infantry, one block of tomb guard, and two blocks of skeletons, one lot with hand weapons shields, one lot with just bows. He's got a bone giant in the background, as you can see there, and some light cav. The next photo shows you a better look at the left-hand side of his deployment. He's got a tiny little Screamer Skull Skeleport on the hill, and that's one of those older version undead catapults that he's decided to use rather than the proper GW version, or at least not the newer GW version. Anyway, he's got this catapult on the hill, as well as characters behind the hill a little bit there, so very cool stuff. Next photo, you can sort of see him moving out a little bit. The Tomb Kings win the roll for the first turn, so sort of getting off the block, but not really moving too fast. The Bone Giant's moving forward a little bit, and the Chariots are just hanging out in the center. Not really achieving much with this deployment, and when he went to use his incantations, I really just could ignore most of the incantations and block everything. He didn't even get to fire the Skeleport in the shooting phase, I believe. Or did he? I can't quite remember. Because I let most of his movement incantations get through, he didn't really have much to do. He moved his archers off the hill, so I feel like it was a little bit of a weak deployment from the Tomb Kings. Not really getting himself into a position where he could use a lot of incantations right off the bat. But we'll see how things progress. Next photo shows you the High Elf turn 1 response. And moving right over the table edge here, moving the Eagle and the Chariot in position to charge the Skeleport, whereas the Eagle on the other side of the field goes in front of the chariots, and you can see there's a little counter in the background right behind my troops where the Scorpion is going to burrow up from, so we'll see more about that later. And the next photo shows you the big hammer unit of Dragon Princes with the characters on board. The characters are actually to the left of the unit on the other side, getting in position to flank the chariots should they take the bait, which is the Eagle there, and if they don't take the bait, it just means that he has to hang back and not charge my troops. So that's the purpose of this little tactical maneuver. Next photo, unfortunately Scorpion shows up from the back line and charges my repeater bolt thrower, so a nice play there. Managed to pick up a 100-point bolt thrower just for the cost of an 85-point Scorpion, so Scorpion's already leading the way in High Elf slaying. Very nice little photo, really like the way he's done his Scorpion model. Next photo, my shooting has shredded his cavalry bowman, and the lone guy has charged the Eagle but actually gets killed by the Eagle, so not quite effective there, unfortunately, and that frees me up to charge his catapult in the following turn. So next photo, what you're seeing here is the chariots, which have been heavily devastated by man magic so far, have moved aside, and the Bone Giant's just hanging behind the forest, getting ready to hopefully, well, he hopes that he can charge my chariot or my white lines there, but I keep dispelling his incantations, so nothing goes ahead. Next photo, the Dragon Princes move right around the flank. You can see some units piled up at the back there behind his lines. Those are casualties. It's a bit confusing. He kept leaving his troops, his dead troops, behind the, his removed troops, I should say. behind his army there, and the cavalry just getting a little bit closer here, getting ready to either charge the Prince's unit or the unit of skeletons next to the Tomb Guard. Really want to be a bit cautious about that there, because with Tomb King's maneuverability, I don't really want to charge and then not wipe our unit out and then get countercharged. So I'm trying to be a bit careful with these Dragon Princes. Next photo, the Tomb Scorpions killed a bolt thrower over there in the corner as returned. You can see another little counter here behind the unit of archers where a second Tomb Scorpion is going to be making its way back up. So I've moved my chariot. You can see in the foreground, in the middle, the chariot is moved so that it's in position to actually charge the Scorpion if it attacks the back of the archers. You can see the way it's positioned there. And the other chariot in the far background has positioned itself in such a way that it will be able to charge the other Scorpion in the backfield there and try and kill it. Next photo, that particular Scorpion responds by just positioning itself to receive the charge from that particular chariot and attack the archers if it survives the chariot charge, because that archer unit actually has my Archmage in the midst of it. Now, I was really looking forward to using the Pit of Shades this game because I rolled the Law of Shadows for the Archmage, but I rolled every single spell in the lore except for the Pit of Shades. I had the Silver Wand and everything, and I've been having to make do with things like Unseen Lurker and Creeping Death, and even that Shades of Death spell that makes you guys fear courses. I've done it in the White Lions to prevent them from being scared away. Next photo, Tomb Kings really doing a whole lot of nothing. The chariots have been wiped out by shooting and magic. Excuse me. But the Princess survived, and the Princess joined the King's unit. The Kings left the Tomb Guard and joined the skeleton warriors with hand weapon shields, and are facing off against the Dragon Princes, which just really are not even bothering to charge because they know that they won't beat the Tomb King infantry blocks at this point in the game. Next photo, the Dragon Princes in the background there, getting positioned to countercharge this Scorpion, which has beaten off the chariot that charged it and has now attacked the back of these archers, putting the Archmage in danger. But as you can see in the background, the Bone Giant moving around the side of the forest, getting ready to attack the Dragon Princes, just in case they fail their fear test and fail to charge the Scorpion. So that looks a little bit dangerous for the High Elves, but we'll see how things work out. Next photo, the Eagle hanging out back, having destroyed the Scullipult a fair while ago, and White Lions moving into the woods, really just getting ready to face off against the Tomb Guard. They should be able to do that without any trouble, because there are no characters in that Tomb Guard unit at the moment. He's decided to move his characters over to the unit of Skeleton Warriors in order to prevent them from being wiped out by my Dragon Prince charge. He's also got his Hierophant and a secondary Lich in that unit of Skeleton Bowmen in the background there. Next photo, the Dragon Princes passed their fear check, charged the Scorpion and destroy it, fortunately, without the Scorpion having killed the Archmage's unit, so that's fortunate. Very nice little photo there. I like the way the light in my room sort of dishes out the colours here, picks them out. It's quite good. Very nice looking. Next photo, the other chariot charges into the back of the Scorpion, which has shown up and charged the other unit of archers with my other mage in it. Didn't quite manage to kill it, so combat raging on. Really, these Scorpions are doing the most damage so far for the Tomb Kings. The next photo, what have we got? The White Lions reform into a frontage of 7, getting ready to take the charge from the Tomb Guard. And the next photo, my archers have fled away from the Scorpion, but they left the Scorpion in combat with the chariot, so the archers managed to survive, and so does the mage there. And Bone Giant getting ready to assist the Tomb Guard with attacks on the White Lions. In the meantime, as the infantry is pushed back a bit. Next photo, the chariot is still raging away against the enemy Tomb Scorpion, and in the meantime, the chariots have, the Dragon Princes have just moved back around, try to get in the back of that giant. Next photo, you can see it a bit more clearly here. The Dragon Prince is just moving around, getting ready to charge the giant if the opportunity arises, and hopefully assist the White Lions with that combat there. Next photo, the Tomb Guard charging to attack the White Lions, interestingly enough, without the support of the giant, and predictably the White Lions actually win the combat, hacking and slashing at them with the Strength 6 axes, doing very well there. Next photo, it's the final turn of the game. Tomb Kings won the first turn, therefore I get the final turn of the game, and the Dragon Princes slam into the unit of archers, ignoring the Tomb King characters completely and getting me some points, at least for that unit, destroying half of it, I believe, and the White Line's still slogging away at the Tomb Guard. Giant just basically doing nothing this game. I think he was a little bit indecisive with the Giant, just running around with him like a monkey. Looks like a big monkey. Not really achieving too much is the point I was going to make there. Next photo, his Hierophant moves out of the unit that the Dragon Prince charged so that he wouldn't be killed, but that enables me to use Unseen Lurker on my Archmage to move her around twice, and then use the Ring of Fury after he'd run out of scrolls and dice to zap the Hierophant, killing him, unfortunately, and ending the game. So I hope you guys liked that. Really enjoyed myself with this game. Thanks to a good friend of mine for lending us the Tomb Kings models so that me and my opponent could have a game here. The guy that was playing Tomb Kings here has only played a few games with Tomb Kings, so give him a break. He's just sort of getting to grips with how to use them. Tomb Kings are quite difficult to use when they start, but I'm sure this guy will be kicking everybody's ass before long because it's a pretty good list and it's got a lot of potential. So we'll see more of that in due time, I hope. See you guys later.